What's the best way to prepare for your next tournament? Is it to grind games online? What about finding a practice partner and playing with them? Many people watch top representatives of their character play, but one of the best ways to see what you have to improve on is to watch back your own gameplay and figure out what you could be doing better. Today, I'll be giving you the rundown on how to review your own gameplay so you can have ideas of what you should be trying to implement into your gameplay before you jump into those long practice sessions. The first thing you need to do is to find games to review. If you've played online, simply save your replays after each game by pressing Y on the results screen. If you're trying to review games from an in-person tournament, your best bet is to be on stream. Most tournaments have a live stream where they showcase sets as they're being played, and by going to the stream afterwards, you can review the video, also known as the VOD. It's always worth asking your tournament organizer if you can have a match on stream, so make sure to come a little earlier to ask. But a consistent way to get footage to review is just to ask a friend to record your gameplay using a phone or other electronic device. Even though the video quality might be a little scuffed, it should be clear enough to still look back at your gameplay and figure out what you've been doing right or wrong. I'm going to be walking you through the process today by reviewing a set I recently lost against Goofy Goober, an incredible Greninja player in my region. The first thing I did when starting my review was remind myself what I was thinking when I was playing the set. I remembered struggling with getting whiff punished in the first games, and in the last game, I felt like I did better. Even if you don't remember what was going through your head while you were playing, you can figure out what was going wrong by observing your first game.
I'm looking for what went wrong. I have an idea what went wrong. I think it was playing out of shield, but we'll take a look at that. And because that's kind of what I was fixing in the last game. What could I have been doing better? I'm trying to find, that's where I was truly lost. I need to find some alternatives to how can I fix that problem? And what other things do I notice? Because now I'm actually watching it back, I'm probably going to see something that I didn't notice before.
Start by watching for a bit and recognizing problem interactions. Take note of times where you got hit or your opponent got out of key positions. Think of your character's win conditions. Do they excel in juggles or at the ledge? How's your opponent escaping those positions? And what positions are you struggling?
Okay, so now I'm looking in the VOD review and starting to take notes of the obvious stuff, the side view is bad. Slightly less obvious stuff, how do I get off away from the ledge?
If you don't know your character's win conditions, try asking other players of the character or watching top players. See where they turn neutral games into winning ones. I'm getting whiff punished for going for big things out of shield. He got off ledge with double jump neutral B. Gotta keep that in mind. Keep in mind these key positions. How's he getting off ledge? Getting away with shield pressure? Landing punishes? Am I landing punishes? There are key moments in every game, and you start picking up on patterns. Right now, I was whiffing out of shield. I was getting hit by straight aerials into combos, and he got off ledge for free. So those are all things I need to note. The next thing you should do is start to craft solutions. Where before you were seeing problem interactions, with enough information, you should be able to start seeing problems with your game plan as a whole. In my VOD review, Game 2 is where I really started coming to conclusions and breaking down why things went wrong. I would watch myself get hit by a stray move and then rewind and watch that section over and over to understand why I got hit by that move. Was it punishable? Why was I not ready? If I was ready, was I positioned incorrectly? If I'm here, he's safe on my shield, and now I have to deal with his movement around my shield. He's gonna land nair and then dash attack, or land with nair and then jump and take mid stage. The low-key I should move here, shield the nair, and then just retreat back to mid, since he's probably gonna jump in. But I need the stock so bad, but I should just be patient. I should have just held my ground. Yeah, so I think the best play and safest in this situation is anticipating that he's going to jump, see the get up animation, move to roll distance. He jumps up, I recognize that I'm too late for a punish, shield the nair, and then back up to mid stage after the nair. There are very few situations where I get punished for moving back to mid stage, unless he hard calls it out. So yeah, that's the play. There are often many solutions to a problem, so if you can't figure out a direct answer, trying to figure out ways to avoid unfavorable situations entirely is usually a good bet. Once you've noticed problems in your game plan,
I had no presence out of shield because he could either dash away or jump. Both of which extremely safe.
matchup inexperience.
Or if I played the matchup more, I might know. But right here, instead of up being, I just drifted, fell forward down here. I might have been able to just drift in
and other flubs.
This is a lot of the stuff is Me dropping inputs, missing text, panic spot dodge there, getting a parry into nothing.
You need to start coming to conclusions and solutions. Aim for stuff that you could write down and start implementing in your next game. I did this by trying to sum up all the problems with my game plan and then making a list at the very end. I rewatched a lot of the last games after making this list to confirm that my list of problems and solution is indeed what was going on in the set, and also to check if there were any important points that I missed. There was a lot of different things you could learn from any Rod review, especially if it's a longer set, but if you can leave a review with about like 3 to 4 bullet points to look back at, the review was a success. Now it's time for you to practice. Pick one set to be the one that you'll review. This could be a set at a tournament or even just a best of 3 that you played against someone on Elite Smash. If you don't have any, you'll have to go and play one first, and remember to save the replays. Now that you've picked your set, it's time to review. Remember, take a bit to first notice interactions that were not in your favor, and then after a few stocks, start to realize patterns in these failures. In what situations did you keep losing? Even if it's a set you won, you can still find places where your opponent got the better of you, or you lost a neutral interaction, for example. What was going right? Even if you got stomped, anytime you landed a hit or put your opponent in an unfavorable position, think about how you got them there. Review the whole set and then write down 3 or more bullet points on what you should be doing better the next time you play that opponent or play against that character. Remember that every time you play a match, there's opportunity for improvement. Even if you've already reviewed a set, feel free to come back to the same one after some time and see if there's anything more to learn or if you've really addressed your problems. If you take some time out of your play sessions to go back and review your old games, I guarantee you'll see improvement a lot faster. This was Turtleking, and I'll see you next time. Peace!